So, boom! Listen! Good morning, Fickos. We're back, boys. We're back. I don't know why there's a lag on this. There's been a lag on this for 2 days. Yeah, you can't play with the blanket. Put that back. Put the blanket back. I just got to get the blanket, guys. 1 second. Let me get that blanket. All is good. The missus is there. She's watching them. Liverpool, Arsenal today. Nobody cares. A part of me, just hopes Liverpool lose more games so we can stop all that talk about how formidable they were and they won points. They were about to win 89. According to Simon Jordan, they were about to get 91 points, but they didn't do that. So, what I'm saying? They're going to lose another game probably before now the end of the season to make it 4. If they lose 4 games, I'm going to be pissed. And we don't lose another game. I'm going to be pissed. Because it just shows that those draws should have been wins for Arsenal. But Arteta, again, I've just got to keep on stressing Arteta shagged the whole thing. You just got to keep it real, got to keep it 100. He shagged it. He really did shag it. I mean, Man City have lost 9 times. Yet, they've won more games than us. Crazy. Draws are good. But when you draw too many, they become losses. And that's what we've basically done. Like, to draw 13 times is a mazza. Like, Man United did that during the treble winning season, but that gets overlooked because they won the treble. Arsenal drew 12 in the invincible season, but we won the league. This is the difference between Man United and Arsenal. We won the league with 5 games to go. I think it was 6 games to go, maybe. And 5 games to go. I think we won 1 and drew 4, which takes it up to 12. So we was on 8 draws before that, which is very acceptable. Do you know what I'm saying? It's more than fine. But narratives change and people get jealous and people just hate. They just hate. But when you come with facts like myself, it's hard to hate, That's why I'm grateful for chat. I'm so grateful for chat GPT right now. Car. I see the stat running around Arsenal. 35% of our 35% of our trophies are community shields, and the internet was going crazy. But did you know that 31.5% of Man United's trophies are charity shields? Yeah, did you know that? I don't even know if anyone even knew that. Did anyone know that? For football in the hub, if United win 3 trophies in 3 years, in the worst United era, yeah. No, because this ain't Arsenal's best era. You talk like it's Arsenal's best era. It's not our best era. This is one of our worst eras. And we're finishing 2nd in the league while you finish 16th and praise trophies that no one cares about. You're playing Spurs in the final. And you can't even say when. You have to say if. It's if we beat Spurs in the final, I've never heard that before. If we beat Spurs in the final. Are you mad? I said something last night. I'll just reiterate this stat for you. Just to get it for you man's heads. And it's quite damning. Conference League, Real Betis are 6th, Chelsea 5th in their respective leagues. Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain are 1st, Inter Milan 2nd. Europa League, Spurs 16th, Man United 15th. I mean, 4. It's your best in 20... No, it's not. How can it be our best in 20 years if we won 4 FA Cups in 3 years within this 20 years and finished top 4? I don't understand. Again, they're chatting shit. That's 2 people chatting shit to make themselves feel better. And when Arsenal finished 8th and won the FA Cup and you finished 2nd, and we said we had a better season than you, what did you say? Wind your neck in. So you're chatting shit. You're not even consistent with your own beliefs. It doesn't matter if we smash Liverpool. Doesn't even matter if we smash them. Doesn't matter. And they're not even going to be humbled by the smashing. They're going to say, well, we're champions. In phase 0. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is Arsenal's best prime years. And how's it up? Okay, let me start again. We won 3 FA Cups in 4 years, in the last 20 years. And we finished in the top 4. The last 5 years, 3 of them, we finished top 4. No trophy. So explain to me again how this is our best era. The Footballing Hub. Explain to me again how this is Arsenal's best era. Arteta smacked up Real Madrid home and away. Don't care, bro. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead food, bro. And I said 3 weeks ago, our season highlights cannot be we beat Man City 5-1, we beat Real Madrid 5-1. That can't be the highlight. But it is. It is. We are now, sorry, let me phrase this. The new gen of fans are now turning into Spurs fans. The new Arsenal gen fans turning into Spurs fans with that kind of talk. Wouldn't you agree, Ken Dog?
What's this, mate?
Sammy Smith here has said Arsenal smacked up Real Madrid 5-1. We beat beat West Ham 5-1. We beat Man City 5-1. And they go, Slot only beat them 2-0. I hear what he's saying, because you see when Slot beat them 2-0, Tom, they everyone was calling Liverpool the best team in Europe at the time. Clee, Marv, and all the pundits, because they beat Real Madrid 2-0. Arsenal beat them. It's not the same Real Madrid team. However, where Sam is desperate, because he sounds like a Spurs fan.
It does. It's very, very Spursy. Sam Smith. Come on. If your success of your season is defined by how you've won some games better than how another team's won those games, then that's not the level, man.
Look at his next comment. Name me another English team that has smashed Madrid home and away.
Hold on. I think I've got something for Sam, Chris. We're doing a giveaway today, guys.
Please tell me a log in your. Please tell me you got a log in your toilet.
Sam, listen, we can't give you a Premier League medal or a Champions League medal this year. Unfortunately, Sam, we can't even give you a Coca-Cola Cup medal, but we have got a Tough Mudder medal coming your way.
Tough Mudder. Oh, is that what you did yesterday?
Yeah, that's right. That's for Sam, Chris. That's coming. Sam, send us your address. That's coming in the post to you. For
Sam,
beating Real Madrid home and away.
And this is the new gen of Arsenal fans. We need to separate this from Arsenal fans. This is
it's no good. It's no good. You need to coming from you is better, Chris, because you're one of the originals. You got to tell Sam. I have to
tell him, innit? I've got to give him tough love, innit?
You have, Sam. That's not what it's about, man. This season is one to just go, okay, it's a shame. Keep quiet. Wait until next year, and then you've got to win some silverware next year, which is looking good. Supermendy, is it?
No, but he has to come top 4, though. Hold on, I've got to reiterate. It has to be top 4, and it can't be Coca-Cola Cup. It can't be.
For Arteta, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I think you got a chance if you get a striker.
He'll have some credit. Nah, but
yeah.
Ken Dog.
He needs to win something at least. I don't know if he's going to survive beyond this year. Is he, Hallie? What do you think?
I think he's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. Would you have him gone now?
Personally, yeah, I would.
Would you?
I would, yeah.
You heard it here first, people.
I would.
Sam, what about you, Sam?
I got to have my political head on and maybe my sensible head and say, you know what, he's done well to get us here. He's done very well. But usually this is the fork in the road moment.
Yeah.
So we're either going to win a trophy or you have to go. And the season coming is not going to be easy for him because there's going to be noise. So it's going to make it harder for him to do his job. I agree.
This was the year, man. Like Liverpool should not have won the league this year.
Without a shadow of a doubt, this was the year. This was meant to be, and people say, but you're talking entitled. No, it's not about entitlement. It's about the progression that we've made.
Yeah, this was the one that you should have been, at least challenging for the last day of the season. For God's sake.
At least get to this game here today, and there's jeopardy, but there's none.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
Because the Pratt went and bought another left back in the summer, and an inept midfielder again, an inept centre midfielder that we've had to deploy up front again.
And then who are they going to buy in the summer? Who's the striker that's going to come? Because Tony was the one that talked last year.
Ken Dog, even getting Tony in the summer, Arsenal win the league this season.
I think they would have been closer. Whether it would have been a
you know what? You're right. Let me not get gassed. We definitely would have been. Today's game definitely would have meant something.
It would have had a little bit more riding on it. Definitely, you could see that against Real Madrid, against PSG. Just no firepower.
Even forget PSG. Even before that, if you look at our league results, the league results are a disgrace, bruv. Yeah. I think we've won 1 in 6.
But the season didn't start that bad, did it?
For me, it did. In terms of football,
it's been bad all year.
That's why I said after 3 games, Arsenal will not win the league. But Marvin Clee just ridiculed me all season, called me a coward for saying.
But the thing is, City have had a bad year. No one could have forecast Liverpool win the league this year.
No, I didn't see Liverpool.
Weird
I thought Man City were going to win it because after 12 games, Man City were top of the league, unbeaten.
Yeah.
Or after 10 games, top of the league, unbeaten. Everyone was talking about them beating Arsenal's unbeaten run of 49 because they were on 37, 38. And then they fell off a cliff once they got a massive injury to Rodri, the key component. If they fell off a cliff. Yeah. Facts.
So who you rooting for in the Europa final, Chris?
Spurs. I'm rooting for Spurs, mate. I'm rooting for Spurs. Me and you, Ken Dog. We go way back. Our history goes way back. Me and you are from an era where it's only Arsenal and United. That's all we know. Battling it out.
The Spurs, despite the rivalry, despite the North London, the hatred, you're going to back.
But listen, Spurs are not my rivals. Man United are my main rival. Even now that you're 16th, you're my rivals. Only Man United can get to Arsenal by saying, we've had a better season than you. We're 16th. We've lost 16 times. We're back. Only Man United can do that, Ken Dog. Spurs can't do it. You got new clocks. Very nice.
That's brilliant. Is Marv coming on? I want to hear what he's got to say about that.
He's meant to be, but you know what he does before a show? He does press ups. He creams his arms. He's got to put Vaseline on his lips. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Oh, Sam's disappeared, didn't he? Any more from Sam, Chris?
What's going on? Real Madrid, we got, what's this? Another 2 years? Yeah. Come on, Football Hub. That's all rubbish. Laca, Chris. Thoughts on El Clasico being at what? Today?
3:15.
Why was it being rescheduled?
Is it Real Madrid, Barcelona don't ring the same as it used to?
You know what? I don't know because the last 2 games have been entertaining. It doesn't ring like it used to.
The games are good.
It's about the needle, isn't it? There's no needle and there's no story.
There's no needle there anymore. And the players it's just, I don't know, maybe it's like just sentimental. Like we had Iniesta, Xavi, Ronaldo, Messi, Busquets. Some of those players, man, they just don't ring the same now, I don't think.
Why is it on that 3:15? It's true though. Why is it on that 3:15? What's the reason for that? That's not good. Didn't we just have one the other day though, with Barcelona and Real Madrid? I'm sure we did. Bro, Liverpool fans are crying that we got Zubimendi. Did you know about that, Ken Dog?
Yeah, I just saw your comment. So was he supposed to go to Liverpool
last season? Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then he rejected him. He said no. He said no.
Considering they've been turned down by a lot of players.
It's true. Lavia, Saicedo, but it just shows though that this was fortunate.
Yeah. Well, I think Slot's he kept it going, isn't he? Salah's had a great season.
Fantastic season.
But Trent they're not like they're gonna go down as one of the worst Premier League winners.
Facts. Third worst.
Yeah.
Someone tried to say
we've had a couple of years.
Someone tried to say
we
United. Someone tried to say United, but what I will say about United, you can't give it to United team because you dominated for a whole period.
Yeah,
he's not in here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the boys by your legs.
Are you ready? Laca, Chris, I've got to go.
Where you going, Park?
I've got to take the kids shopping. We're going to go to the park maybe a bit later. We've got
What, you buying toys? Where you going, Smiths?
Got chores to do. But
Are you going
I've got to pick up a... Where's my medal gone for Sam, Holly? I've got to get some packaging. Sam, I'm waiting for your address so we can get that in the post. First class, second class, like your team.
I said I could put them both in my rack.
Okay, Hallie's... Sam,
yeah,
sorry,
Hallie, we got to take it, girl.
Just quickly enough. Hallie's going to have that medal. You've not responded quick enough, so Hallie, you've got the medal, haven't you?
It's all yours, Hallie. It's all yours.
Yeah.
Mika,
Hallie.
Hallie.
Hallie, say
you right, guys. We don't promote swearing amongst children on
To be
TV,
honest, I don't know if I wanted to support United, mate.
Okay, that's better.
We'll go Liverpool. Should we go Liverpool? Yeah, we'll go.
Why, you know Liverpool only going to flop next season, Kendall.
No, that's City. Say City.
Yeah, just go sit there. It's close enough. You're both in Manchester.
Where's my pop's on? Say hello to him for me.
Do your thing. Love.
See you, bro.
Love, guys. That was Ken Dog and the family. Robbie is not specifying next season if an FA Cup will save him. Dodging. Of course he's dodging because he's an Arteta risk, but he was definitely Wenger out. Let me tell you something. An FA Cup and top 4 gives Arteta another run, another throw at the dice, I think. League Cup and top 4. We're talking sackage. We've got to have a debate now. We've got to put the 10 man in a room and say, hands up. We're doing a vote. We're at that point. What's up, Laca and Kendall? Kuds, you're good, baby. Orestein said there is pressure on him next season to deliver for certain. Otherwise, the P45 is out. For sure. Liverpool got lucky, mate. PGMOL helped them massively and screwed us over. We deserve a title more. Sam, you know what? But there were games, like I said, we've drawn 13 times. There were games where the PGMOL were not involved and we fought. Bro. You hear what I'm saying? 50 mil on injury prone left back, centre back, and to be fair, Marino has actually been all right as a striker. Asterix, please. Asterix. Here you go, guys. He's done a couple of press-ups. He's done 200 sit-ups. He's done skipping rope, and he's been on a 20-mile run. He's just sipping water right now. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. Keely Maloney. I mean, Marv. It's Marv.
Morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, we just had Ken Dog on here. We just had Ken Dog on here.
Is it?
Yeah, he was waiting for you.
So where's he gone?
He's had to go. He's got to do some chores with the kids.
Okay. All right. Well,
so he's off. But we just had him on. We just had an Arsenal fan talking absolute nonsense. Some of it was correct in terms of the PGMOL helping out Liverpool with a few decisions. But, more than anything, Arsenal fogged it up, basically.
Fuck what?
The league, the whole season, the season. The whole season.
Well, I mean, depends on where you're looking at it. Are you looking at it from a general perspective or from an Arsenal perspective? Because it sounds like you're looking at it simply from an Arsenal perspective.
Well, we messed up.
Level the same thing. We've left up the FA Cup. You can say we effed up the Champions League as well.
You did.
We can level.
But you wasn't good enough though. You wasn't good enough for Champions League.
How do you mean? When you look at the Paris game,
Paris Saint-Germain were at home. They were all. Yeah, I know. I hear that.
We won, and at the end of the day, that's what the game's all about: putting the ball in the back of the net. And we went.
You didn't win because you got knocked out.
We should have sealed the deal. We should have sealed the deal at Anfield.
You lost that,
and they've got the goal. Yeah, they've got the goal, but we could say what Arsenal fans are saying. Oh, we should have scored. Right, should have scored. We
what? No, not in the Champions. No, in the Champions League. No, we was rubbish. I feel against Paris Saint-Germain. I feel we was rubbish. Like to play in the second leg. The second leg we're talking about now. Forget the first leg. In fact, the first leg was a disgrace, and Arteta got outrun and outnumbered and outsmarted. Then the second leg, it was more of an embarrassment for me to see. Like I don't mind if we do that for the whole season. This long ball thing with the throw-ins. Like if we've been doing that all season as well as playing great football.
That was shocking, bro.
But that was to tell me for you to say before the game. I don't know if you watched before the game when he had to do the media talk.
No, I didn't see before the game.
Off and them, man, and he said, he learned a lot from the first game. He's seen a lot. They've got ideas. We've got ideas, and we've got a way. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat them. Yeah, with all these new whatever. And then my man, the only thing that we saw differently, okay, the press was a lot better, a lot sharper.
Yeah, the ball was moving quicker as well.
Yeah, it was moving quicker. But again, in front of goal, it was piss poor. Again, that's because you've got no striker. That's because you've got no striker, though. That's your own fault. That's your own fault, though. I don't care.
The play was nice from Arsenal, nice and sharp.
Yeah, it was decent.
In front of goal, in the last third, around the box.
Missed every chance.
Just playing in front. Yeah, but just playing in front of them. I mean, he did have chances, the Rice chance, but...
The Rice chance, the Saka chance.
Yeah, those were two gilt. I mean, the Saka chance was gilt edge, but the other two, the one from Odegaard and Saka, where the guy Donnarumma tipped it over the bar. For me, I just count those great efforts. Don't get me wrong.
What was the other one? Which one did Donnarumma tip over the bar?
Remember when Saka got it on the right hand side, cut in?
Yeah.
Shot and the keeper tipped it over the bar.
Yeah.
And the keeper pushed it over the bar. For me, those are half chances. They could go.
Yeah, those are half chances. But for me, things wasn't a half chance though. Rice's was not a half chance. No.
But you're asking a player like Declan Rice, to convert that. He misses them all the time, bro. He should
be scoring those. But I'm not going to put it on Declan though.
That's what I'm saying. He's not meant to be that kind of
player. But that's what they're looking for him. They're looking for him to now be Steven Gerrard. I don't know. I don't ever remember Arsenal buying him to be Steven Gerrard. But now it looks like they want him to be the Steven Gerrard. I don't know if he ain't got it.
Rice is not that kind of player. While Rice's strengths are getting up and down, breaking up play, driving forward with the ball every now and again. He's not got the cuteness to Gerrard. He can't create like Gerrard.
He can't do
and
that.
And now you're expecting him to finish. Gerrard could, in his day, could finish like a striker.
Fantastic
Declan
finisher.
Rice, he pops up. Declan Rice has exceeded himself for goals. I think every time he scores, I'm like... Because he's not that kind of player, and he's never gonna be. If Arsenal are relying on him next season to be the one on the end of things from midfield,
well, no. Listen, I don't mind if he's the one to come on from midfield every now and again and chip in like he's been doing this season. But he can't be the one for us to rely on to say we go win today. We need you to score the goals.
Yeah, you want Rice going back to the greats of those positions. You want Rice. What you want from Rice, you want him to be like a Roy Keane.
Or Patrick Vieira, like Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane did not score more than 8 goals, I think, in a league.
But they got goals. They contributed.
Yeah, they contributed because they're all-round players.
They'll lay on a few assists, and they will get you a nice contribution of goals
and they keep the tempo. They keep everything ticking. Yeah, but for me, the most damning part though of all of that is them long throws, Rory Delap styling, Marv.
Yeah, from Thomas Partey, who's playing centre midfield. I mean, that is just not...
Marv, how mad is that?
At that level of the game.
But that's the bit, though. What you just said there, at that level, man are doing Stoke City.
You know what I'm saying? And, thinking something might come off. But you know what?
But who thought it did, though, Marv?
It didn't.
Did you hear him after the game? Have you seen him after the game? Have you heard it? Have you seen the clip where they put him and Enrique together? Have you seen that one when they have him and Enrique? No. They've clipped him underneath, so they got Arteta at top, Enrique underneath. And Arteta's going, we were the better team. And a journalist goes, according to whom? And he goes, I just asked them. And he goes, asked who?
Yeah, I've seen
that. He goes, their bench, PSG bench. And then underneath, it clicks to Enrique, and the journalist says to Enrique, we just had Mikel Arteta up here, and he said, you man said they were the better team. And he goes, ha! He goes,
Don't embarrass yourself. You know
And then
They
Enrique
probably
starts.
said good game. You gave us
Enrique
a good
says
game.
we beat them twice. We beat them twice.
Yeah, please, Mikel. You know what I mean?
But how mad does he look though, Mark? I've never seen Arsene Wenger do that.
You know what it is? He's too arrogant, bruv.
But why? He hasn't won trophies to be arrogant.
Man's finding it hard to take defeat, bruv. You know, as that kid in the playground, that one kid in the playground, whether he was playing a muckabout game, whether it was 4 goals or goalie to goalie, whatever, that one kid that just couldn't take defeat. He just. But
I don't mind that one kid that can't take defeat. If that kid wins every day or wins a lot, and I like to see that in him. Yeah. But this guy ain't won nothing. And then did you see his speech before the game when he said we had something icky in our tummy? That was his call, bruv. He said I got a bad feeling in my tummy after the first game where I want you to be angry. Man, shut up.
No, wasn't that when he lost the lead to Liverpool? He had tummy ache or something like that, he said. That was it. He had the tummy. It hurt him in his tummy when they lost the league.
Chatting, I don't want to hear that. Hear Wenger talk like this.
Just give grace, innit? Just give good grace to whether you keep that thought to yourself.
And you know what else kills me? You see, doing them all or nothings, they're embarrassing. When you ain't got a manager that's not on it like that, man. That light bulb thing is so. That's why I haven't finished. Doing the rounds, you see me. I haven't finished all or nothing. I didn't finish it. Yeah. I didn't finish it. I've done 2 episodes and I stopped because.
When was this one for? Was this for the season just gone?
No. This must have been an old. Must have been a.
I think I've watched it. Yeah,
you've watched it, but I ain't seen the whole thing. But that light bulb is so embarrassing. That's the first time I've seen
that's what's going on.
We're connected. You think Wenger's doing that?
He's made some. The dog. He shouldn't let these things. The dog.
The dog, the pickpocket. Do you remember at the start of the season? Do you remember at the start of the season that we had a pickpocket at the ground to keep an alert, so we can pickpocket the league? We got pickpocketed.
Well, it depends how you look at it. Again,
we got picked by Scousers. We got pickpocketed.
No league. We did pickpocket. You know who pickpocketed you? Those teams you're meant to beat, they pickpocketed you.
No.
All those 1-0 leads. Yeah, it's
21 points. 21 points, bro. From winning positions.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool right now? It's not 21 points. It's like 15, or 13. So exactly 21 points.
And you got to remember during that spell, we had a little dodgy period where we drew a couple of games, Everton and Newcastle. You know what I mean? And you guys, I remember you guys were, you sensed blood. You get me? You guys were laughing, jittery. And not once did you capitalise. Not once. And that's the most damning thing. Is Liverpool we weren't losing games because we only lost to Fulham the other day. And obviously when the league done, we lost to Chelsea. But Liverpool went through a little Newcastle, Villa, 3 away games where we drew. And you had opportunities against the so-called lesser teams to get there. And you never took one opportunity, bro. Me personally, I believe he's got to go.
That's what I said. Tom asked me a question. I said he has to go. He has to go.
Yeah,
he has to go.
It's harsh.
He's not going. It's not harsh. It's not harsh. This is football. This is football, bro. Let's harsh is 1 season. Harsh is 2 seasons. Do you know what I'm saying? Harsh might even be 3 seasons, but we're talking 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. We're talking 6 seasons. Going on to 7.
Yeah, no. When you look at it from that perspective,
it's not harsh.
Of course, it's not harsh because if that's a Liverpool manager that's gone fight, listen, Brendan Rodgers, when he came close. The next season could have picked get out, mate. You know what I'm saying? He was gone. You understand? He was gone the next season. So, as far as I'm concerned, Arteta's job's safe for now. However,
no, it is safe. No. It's safe. It's safe.
He needs now the heat is really on. Everything he does is going to be scrutinised. Do you get me?
I had some great stats, but it's now disappeared. I had some fantastic stats for you.
Everything Arteta does from here on in is going to be scrutinised to the max.
100%.
He needs to deliver. And I'm not talking about, granted, when you get to a Champions League, anything can happen when you get to a Champions League semi-final. When you're in the league and you're playing, Manchester City, You know City are favourites in most seasons. But then you still need to get something over the line.
Yeah, I've got something for you here. I've got something.
Go on.
So, someone online tried to be funny and said that Liverpool have only spent 1.26 billion since the inception of the Premier League, and Arteta spent 900. This is what they said. So I had to go and fact check. Obviously, they were chatting shite. Liverpool spent 2-point-something billion in that time. Arteta's only spent 660 million. But then I went to check. I had to do some more checking. I had to check because someone said Wenger is the reason why Arsenal are allowed to finish top 4. He's the reason why top 4 has become a trophy. Basically saying Wenger degraded the Premier League. Then I had to do some research and check. You know about Arsene Wenger spent 412 million in his time.
I mean,
Arsenal,
yeah.
Compared to Arteta,
yeah.
He's the only manager out of Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, and Pep Guardiola to have a positive net spend.
Yeah.
Wenger's net spend before he left Arsenal was 188 million plus. And I was thinking, right, what was Fergie's? Fergie had 318 minus, Jose 518 minus, and Pep 877. So Wenger ain't spent nowhere near.
No, I mean,
the others,
when you look at the 400 million he spent, obviously that was from a back in day. Obviously that would be more now. However, but you got to remember he only retired in 2018, Marv. To keep Arsenal in the black, even in the last 7 years, but to keep Arsenal in the black while still making top 4. Arteta, that's what I'm saying.
But for me, the maddest thing is that 5 years on, is that Arteta has outspent Wenger in 5 years. We're talking 5 years on. He's outspent him, and then on top of it, there's no trophy. We finished top 4, but Arsenal fans, the new lot, will tell you that we haven't been this good in 20 years. Do you remember Arsenal's team that had Fabregas in there, man? That team that had Fabregas in there were finishing top 4.
Yeah, every year.
We won 3 with no money and playing better football. With a striker. Someone tried to say, look what striker Wenger used to buy. Maraman. Yeah, they said we had Shamak up front. I said, yeah, but we also had Robin Van Persie. Shamak was bought on a free because we had no money, and he was there to supplement the injury of Van Persie until Van Persie got back. And when Van Persie got back, Shamak fell off a cliff.
Yeah. Remember, all that was when he had very little to spend. Shamak would never have been at Arsenal. Some
of
them players would never have been at Arsenal if Arsene Wenger was allowed to spend some dough.
Yeah, but my issue, he took the flak for so many years.
Never moaned, never complained.
But this is what Top Gooners tried to compare it to, though, Marv. They tried to say, well, Wenger went 9 years. This is Top Gooners.
He did go 9 years.
He did.
He did go 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I always take the P out of that one there. But like I said, the man was operating. He's probably operating in the Premiership on a budget of, say, a team that's just come up.
Yeah, right now it is.
Do you know what I mean?
But Arsenal fans use that as their excuse to hide Mikel Arteta behind. Because for me, another thing, at the start of the season, now everyone was eating Nicolas Jover's arse, the set piece coach,
Yeah.
Do you know that we've conceded the most from set pieces ourselves?
I know. I saw that last week when he let in 2 against who is it? Bournemouth.
And they're all eating his backside.
The stat came up on the TV, and I was like, rah, for all Arsenal's defensive play, set pieces, they're very weak.
And who's getting their arse eaten every time a set piece happens?
That guy.
He's all standing there.
Yeah, we shouldn't even know who he is.
We should know who man is.
We shouldn't know who that guy is. I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. But sometimes the camera pans on him. What's the camera pan? Like other teams don't have these same features. But this guy is milking it like Arteta says, go on, enjoy your time.
Yeah, him and the Newcastle man. What's his name? Jason Tumble, whatever his name is. Them man, the Newcastle one, Eddie Hearn's number 2. Them man love the camera.
Yeah, I don't want to know you. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to know who you are.
And by the way, if Trossard signs a new contract, I'm pissed.
Yes, well, they might have to.
Why? What's this, everyone? How you doing? Blessings. Your football knowledge, analysis, statistics, work ethic, education, articulate and know all about football. Like, I love this guy. This is Abs. He's one of your guys.
Is it?
He's one of your guys.
Congratulations. You know, we're just subtle about it. Liverpool fans, what I like about, being champions this year, we're just subtle about it.
Hold on, what's this now? It says, Chris, revoke your Arsenal fanship talking about wanting... Bruv!
No, he never said that.
I did. I want Spurs to win Europa. Man United is my real rivals. I grew up in an era where Arsenal and Man United went tooth and nail. Spurs were finishing where they finish now, bruv, with Rule Fox.
Rule Fox. Good player, Rule Fox was. But... Rule Fox.
I love you, Rule Fox, wherever you are, bro, because I remember you pay for Norwich.
Tricky winger,
tricky, but they were finishing 15th with them, man.
Yeah, no goals in him, but tricky winger. Every now and again, a classic goal, but
that's when you could be tricky. You don't need to score goals back in them days.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the striker's gonna get 100 goals.
Yeah.
We just see a tricky winger, and that's it.
Yeah, that's why Luis Diaz gets on my nerves a bit. He's a tricky winger. He gets
who Diaz.
Yeah, good.
When I found out Diaz has only scored 2 more goals than Darwin Núñez, and then I said that is crazy because the PR and just the visuals around Diaz. I look at Diaz and I see a man that's busy,
bad boy,
busy.
You get me?
Yeah, exactly. But you look at him, you go, what?
I mean, like in terms, I know we're changing the point here, but in terms of what he must give defenders nightmares for.
But he don't score.
But he don't. But he gives.
But no one sees that though. Nobody sees that he doesn't score because he's so busy.
Mentally, he tires defenses out. He does his job, bro. Hey, listen.
You know, he's a more expansive Dirk Kuyt. That's what. If Dirk Kuyt could have had that, he would run everyone ragged.
He's got tricks and stuff. He's got
tricks
a nice
little
drippy. Yeah, but trust me, his job at Liverpool. Listen, you go out there, do your thing. He don't shirt no defensive work. And by the end of that, you take him off 70 minutes, that left back or whatever, or
knackered.
He's tired, bruv. He's effective beyond his hell.
You don't
bring it inside. He'll go out. He's hell. I like.
That's why. Arteta loves Martinelli. See, Arsenal fans about now, we love the old Martinelli, the one that Jurgen Klopp loved, the one that used to come and score goals.
Yeah,
this one here that Arteta's made that has to defend because Arteta says he's an animal at defending.
Is he?
That's what Arteta said. Yeah, his numbers up and down are ridiculous, Marv. They are actually ridiculous.
But his ball play isn't that great
because he's knackered. He's so knackered, Marv. He's meant to be the guy. He's the Michael Owen, Theo Walcott style. Don't give him the ball. You thread that ball through. He will finish the food.
Yeah, he ain't got
that's
that.
What he's meant to do.
He ain't got that though. He ain't got that. And that's the difference. Diaz, that's what I'm saying. Whereas Diaz, as much as he doesn't get enough goals, he is always passing it onto whoever's playing central, or he might be central. He's a nightmare, bro. Martinelli, he may have the same numbers as Diaz. He probably got better numbers than Diaz working back. I know Diaz works hard, but Diaz, he constantly plays a decent ball, bro. Sometimes he holds on to it a bit too long, but he's always probing, bro. Good player, man. Dangerous player, you know what I mean?
I agree. Arsenal going to buy Zubimendi, stole him off Liverpool. We're going to get Greg Kerr for 60 million. Arsenal going to buy second choice goalkeeper, Garcia, a centre back, and a left winger. Another defender. This is crazy to me, but okay.
Who said that? Who's saying that? Where have you heard that?
Abdul. I don't know where he's heard that, but I think he's right though. Worst Premier League winners, City. What, when they got 100 points? Is that when they got 100 points?
Stop that, man. Stop that.
You should believe in Arteta more, man. The fans in the Emirates still. Why should I believe in a man that's not won nothing, bro? Do you know at this point, Wenger had done 2 doubles, bro.
You know what? At the end of the day, you're looking at managers. I mean, like clubs like flipping Bournemouth managers don't last 5 years without winning anything. You get what I'm saying?
Look at this question. Look at this question, Marv.
Is this a joke? How? Where do you make that up? Why would you say that? Is he not? He can't be an Arsenal. He's taking a pee.
Listen, I don't know if he's an Arsenal fan. He's been on the last 3 shows. Sam's been on the last 3 shows here, I think, and he's told me he's an Arsenal fan. Everything he speaks is But it sounds they're all so crazy. He can't be an Arsenal fan.
He's young, innit? He's young.
He's either young. He's either young or he's not an Arsenal fan. It's one of the two. Sam, if you're young, we allow you.
Yeah, he's a kid. He's a kid. If you're young, you need to go back and watch videos of Patrick Vieira. I used to drag Arsenal through games when they weren't playing well.
Look at this one. Look at his next comment. Look at his. I love this kid.
Oh no, he's joking, bro. Come on, Sam. Even a kid knows this. Even a kid knows. That's modern. Even a kid knows that. He's joking, bro.
Look, PSG got lucky in the second leg, bro. This is what makes when he calls me bro, it makes me feel like he must be an Arsenal fan. We dominated.
No, he's not Arsenal fan. He's not. It might be Lee. It might be Lee. This is Lee, bro. So we dominate position. This is Lee. I wouldn't be surprised if Lee's AKA in a Sam Smith. You get me? Nah, he ain't no Arsenal fan. He's taking.
He can't beat it. Exactly. Arsenal never put pressure on us, Liverpool fan. When we drop points, they should be able to handle a race by now. This is facts. That's facts.
I can't disagree with that.
Facts.
I can't disagree with that. Arsenal should be in a position where they can do stuff. They should be winning. They should be winning stuff or challenging pushing it every season. They've got the experience.
We lost to Man United, who've lost 16 times this year, just in the league. Yeah, we lost to Man United in the FA Cup at home. At home.
Yeah, Pens. Yeah, you bottled it.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to go.
Come on.
But like you said, he isn't gonna go.
So we have to back him.
Here's Tom. Hey, morning, Tom. Good. Congratulations, Tom. As I've said many times to you in the group. It's great to see you alive and enjoying your football again, Tom. Tom's enjoying his football again, you know what I mean?
Can I just say something in regards to Assam? Jurgen Klopp's net spend was actually quite high. It was higher than you thought because it was on my list, but I didn't need to put it in.
How was it?
It was like 700 million. He spent 1.2 billion. He spent 1.2 bill, I think, in his time. But
no, I'm not back in tech. I'm not back in tech, Tom. I'm not back into it. He should go, bruv. If you asked me, if Arsenal had someone there, that guy, you know, that new director of football, bring in your man, bro. Bring in your man.
His man's Simeone, bro. We can't afford him. We can't afford his man. His man's Simeone.
Brazil?
Yeah.
I'd get Ancelotti, man. Oh my God, you'd have a title within 2 seasons and a Champions League.
I don't know.
What with Ancelotti?
Yeah.
Come on, he's got the restraints on Real Madrid. He doesn't. He just sits there and has to put everybody who's the president says in the team. He has no rule.
You, but it's Pep Guardiola he's going up against. It's Pep he's going up against. It's a beast of a manager.
Listen, he knows how to get trophies over there. I think Arsenal have reached the stage where, you know what? Even I want them to win something. I never want Arsenal to win that. But even I want it to end. Do you know what I'm saying? It's getting on. I just want to be disappointed for once to see Arsenal win a trophy, and I reluctantly say congratulations because it's too no-biting. It's too no-biting for me. You get me? I'd rather you just win a trophy and just end it, so I can just be disappointed. It's too no-biting. It's not even funny anymore. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal winning nothing. It ain't even funny no more, bro. Yeah.
What's this? What's this, Chris? Wanting Spurs to win. Why is it mad that I want Spurs to win? At the moment, you can dismiss Spurs. What, worse than United?
No, but Chris, on a real, these Tottenham man ain't won nothing for, what is it, 2008?
Since 1991. No, since 1991. They haven't won a major trophy since 1991.
Right, let's go back to the last trophy they won is the
2008 Coca-Cola Cup, yeah?
When was it, 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah. These man, if they win that, yeah.
I don't mind Spurs winning. No, I actually want to see Spurs win. As an Arsenal fan, I would like to see Spurs. They ain't got no golden ticket over us because they've won what 3 trophies in 35 years, bruv. Come on.
Yeah, but they're going to bring in the team to a Champions League final and you can't get there.
They can have that. Listen, Man United will have the golden ticket if they win this.
Yeah, but United always win trophies. United always, somehow, some way. You know, like Jay-Z, somehow, some way. They always seem to win something. I don't know how they do it. You got this a spirit within the club, bro. It's a DNA thing because they're there again, and the likelihood. Who's favourites for Tottenham, Man United? Who are you picking?
Man U. Who, me? I'm picking Spurs
to beat them.
Yeah.
Based on what?
Based Spurs have beaten them 3 times this season already, and that Andrews that Tottenham know how to score goals. They scored a lot of goals. They just conceded a lot. But the only thing is that they're missing 2 players, ain't they? Who's missing from the final?
Son, is he out? Who's out for the season?
Nah, there's
Madison,
Bad Boy,
James
Madison. That's it. Yeah, Madison's out. So
that tag's gone, James Bad Boy.
Yeah, but he is their best player technically, though, isn't he? Like he's their best player technically.
Doesn't do much.
It's basically going to be a shit show. It's going to be a great game. We're going to see a lot of goals. It's going to be a messy time, and we're just going to enjoy it.
I'm going to enjoy that. I don't even know who's going to win it. I can't pick a winner, bro.
What's this? By the way, I've never seen Vieira score 2 free. Have you ever seen Rice score a free kick before? Never, ever. And he won't score one again, bro.
So Zubamendi's joining. Good.
It's fantastic if we keep Partey extend his contract.
Don't you think they still need something else in midfield? That a little bit of glitter in there.
Me personally, yeah, but Arteta's not doing that, bro. He's not getting no glitter. He's not Wenger. He's not a Wenger. He's a pragmatist.
Is there a midfielder who's... Because when I look at that midfield, like when I look at that guy in midfield for PSG, I want one of those.
Vitinha? Well, that's what Zubimendi is apparently. Apparently, they're the same ilk.
No, he's not.
Apparently, they are. Apparently,
he's not that. He's good. He's good, but he ain't that.
No, when you lot was after him, you lot was eating his ass, and you lot thought that was gonna.
He's good. And it's what we needed. We don't need that anymore.
Here you go. Look, I knew this was coming.
Man said golden ticket. Bring it back to that. Bring it back. Wait. Bring it back to that one. Spurs fans will have the golden ticket over. He's just said what I said. Is he having a laugh? They have a European Cup and their fans can then talk over you. That's what I'm saying. They'll have the golden ticket.
That's not a golden ticket, bro. They can have that. It's Europa League. It's a disgrace of a competition.
Yeah, but they still have the golden ticket though.
Have
you
it.
Ain't won nothing in
Europe. If Arsenal get knocked out, if Arsenal finish 6th next season and win the Europa League the season after and finish 5th, everyone will cuss Arsenal out.
I wouldn't cuss Arsenal out.
You especially. You're one of the guys that love to do so.
Yeah, I do. But it's time.
Arsenal win. When Arsenal finished 8th and won the FA Cup, you was on this show, so it's not good enough.
I expect better from Arsenal.
Yeah, but Man United can do it. And Tottenham can do it.
Listen, we're getting on quite well.
Man United. What about Man United?
Huh?
What about Man United?
I expect better from United even now, but not Tottenham.
Praise it.
Not Tottenham. No, I'm not here to, Tom. I'm not here to, chastise Chris. I'm just here to talk the game. The truth is here to talk the game. What I'm saying is, Man United, I expect them to win trophies, even in their poor form. I expect them. With Tottenham don't win nothing. Ain't that my nephew? United reached the finals. Suddenly, Tom's back. That's my nephew.
Is that your nephew? Brilliant. I'm so happy he said that. Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
You know what I mean? No, what can I just say my point? What I'm saying is, Chris, with Arsenal, when they finished 8th and won was that Arteta's first season? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Granted. Which by
the way, before you go on, you deemed as Unai Emery's team, but go on.
Yeah, I see it as that still. I know what you're going. I know where you're going, Chris. You can go there. I don't mind. But as I'm saying, I just for Arsenal being sitting in dining out at the top table with Liverpool, with Man United when they was top table, with Chelsea when they was top table. Arsenal's name's always mentioned. So just to have one FA Cup in since Wenger left, I don't know whether you're eating with man no more. If I'm being real.
So I finished. But how are we not eating? But Man United had to eat and finish 16th.
Yeah, but I don't. United ain't eating at the top table no more. But they still get a trophy over the line. God knows how. But if Tottenham get a trophy over the line, because Man United and Man United, they always did. But if Tottenham get a trophy, I'm out there. I'm going White Hart Lane.
Me too.
I'm buying full Tottenham.
Me too.
Because this is gonna be like
we're going Chick King. We're going Chick King together, bro.
Chick King. We'll buy buckets. You get me? This because Tottenham winning a trophy in this day and age is like, bro. It's like remember the Queen's mum's 100th birthday, bro? It's along the same lines. I don't care, bro. It's along the same lines. It's along the same lines as the Queen Mum's 100th birthday. You get me? Everything stops. The nation will stop, bro. This is massive for them. And they can do it. And they'll hold that over Arsenal for the next. They'll hold that over Arsenal for the next 10 years, bro. No matter what you win. They're going to say, have you won a European trophy? When was the last time? Stuff like that. Because our last one was in 84. Yeah,
but can I tell you something though? Can I give you some stats here, Mark? I've got stats for days.
I'm ready for them, bro.
I'm sure I posted this yesterday in the group. Maybe I didn't. But okay, the Conference League, yeah, it's Real Betis against Chelsea. Real Betis are 6th in their league. Chelsea are 5th in their league.
Okay.
We've got the Champions League final. PSG are 1st in their league. Inter are 2nd in their league.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Europa League Cup, which is meant to be the 2nd tier trophy. We've got Tottenham in 16th and Man United in 15th.
I know. Unbelievable, bro.
The conference final is bigger than the Europa final.
In terms
we've got two teams, two quality teams.
Performance.
Yeah, we've got two quality teams.
Season's performance. However, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, Chris, you know what? When you win trophies, and take it from me, because I've seen a few cups over the years, you don't remember who you played. I don't remember.
But hold on.
Win it, bro. You just win it, and that's all Tottenham will say is.
Yeah, but we finished 8th. We finished 8th, and you said, you, Marvelous Marv said, it's not good enough, Chris.
No, it's not good enough for Arsenal. Like I said, and it goes back to what I said before. Arsenal.
But you're now praising 15th and 16th.
No, I'm not praising. I believe it's outrageous. How these two is this? What's happened? If you want to delve deeper, if you want to deep dive.
Hey, look, Gerard said something smart.
Oh, that's my brother.
Yeah, this is Gerard.
Europa League, it doesn't really matter. The only other fan base they can converse with is West Ham.
Thank you, Gerard.
He's just being nasty.
No, he's not being nasty.
Listen, this guy's been sending me stuff. Let me go to my phone and find some stuff what this guy said about Arsenal, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Let's
Gerard,
find some stuff.
Gerard, I know you're the one with the brains behind all of this. All this content Marv be sending in the group is from you, Gerard. I know this.
Listen, this guy, let me try and see if I can find him. Because he was damning of Arsenal the other day. He goes, let's see. I mean, I'm not sure if I can find it.
Because you've got too much stuff.
No, he said to me something the other day, which was quite damning. He goes, they're all over the place. This was before PSG. They're all over the place. Talking about Arteta and Arsenal. Get knocked out Wednesday and Arteta's position's in danger. That was the last message I received.
Facts.
And he's laid into Arsenal. You know what I mean? And now he's laying into Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Now he'll lay into anyone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I agree what he's saying. What's this? Arsenal with no European heritage trying to blame the manager for getting what? To the semi-final. What is this? Blaming the manager. Okay, let me phrase. The same manager that got us to the semi-final is the same manager that got us knocked out of the semi-final. I'll put it that way. Right. We put it that way. United or Spurs winning Europa is irrelevant. Thank you. See, Mark?
What I'm saying, when Fernando Torres was picking up the Europa League with Gerrard, he wasn't saying that.
What was he saying?
He was happy as Larry. You get me? And this was a poor Chelsea side. I remember it was a poor Chelsea side that won the Champions League. They were going nowhere fast, and they pulled the Champions League out of the bag last time under Todd Bowley, I think. So you know what? It swings and roundabouts. If Tottenham can land a European trophy, it's in the record books. Europa League winners, same as Sevilla have done for many years. So we
but no one remembers. Yeah, but we don't even remember that Man United won the Europa with Jose. No one, forgot about that.
I remember.
Yeah, but I forgot about that.
I remember when they won it. They won the League Cup that same year.
And everyone laughed at Joe. But everyone laughed at Jose and said he had to go.
Jose's been Manchester United, but you know what? Funny, here's a thought. Jose's been Manchester United's best manager since Alex Ferguson.
Facts.
And funny enough, he was Tottenham's best manager as well. He got them to a cup final.
And they both sacked him, though. Because they weren't happy with league positioning. They weren't happy with style of football.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Tottenham will take the lead position now. I don't care with it in terms of, yeah, but at the end of the day, they've got something at the end. They could be lifting silverware.
Hold on, Spurs winning 1 trophy. Spurs winning 3 trophies in 35 years is nothing to talk about. That's why I'm with Gerrard.
That's what I think. I think it's something to talk about. Because teams like that shouldn't be winning them kind of trophies. I will take. Listen, when Liverpool went in the Europa League last season and Atalanta beat us 3-0 at home, my heart sank.
But what did you say, though? What did you say?
I wanted that trophy. Remember, I was saying at the beginning of the season, I goes, that's the one I want. The reason being, if we win that, then it's a clean sweep of trophies. And we didn't get it. I was gutted. And then we would go and beat them 1-0 in Italy. A trophy's a trophy, man. That's
what if Chelsea win this Conference Cup? Does that make them the kings of Europe in England?
It doesn't make them the kings of Europe, but they would have won every single.
But they've won everything. They've done something the great Liverpool and United haven't done.
Listen, for their own Chelsea fans, it's something that they can take with them. You know, we all know the Europa Conference League isn't the strongest. However, Chelsea in Europe win things.
Yeah, but you have to look. But we also have to look at it. But Arsenal don't play. But Arsenal don't play conference, mate. That's why.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Chelsea, no, it does matter. Of course, it bloody matters. So, one team's playing Barcelona, Bayern Munich. That one's playing Betis and Bilbao.
Yeah. But the one thing you can say all that. But the one thing about Chelsea, when they're in Europe, they win things regardless.
Yeah, but you're missing. You're papering over. You're skimming the facts, though. The facts are that they got into that competition because they had a bad year in the league.
Yeah, they did have a bad year. Chelsea are feeling the fallout from Roman Abramovich,
but
they still but
they don't because they haven't won nothing since.
But they've still got to cup finals. This is the difference between Chelsea and
Arsenal. So did Arsenal, though. Arsenal got to a cup final. Arsenal got to a cup final and won.
Gerrard, can you confirm this for me? Chelsea under Todd
Arsenal got to a cup final and won. So since Roman's been there, they have the FA Cup.
Yeah. Domestic level stuff, yeah. So, but you ain't won nothing for 5 years.
Yeah, but Arsenal ain't in the conference. They got there. Listen, Arsenal, the conference is West Ham's trophy.
Yeah, I'm not saying Chelsea you're going to be.
No, but you're trying to reward it now. It doesn't make sense. No, you're rewarding failure, bruv. I don't get it again.
I'm not saying Chelsea will have some big parading around the Europa Conference trophy, whatever it is. But what I'm saying is, it just goes to show that if they make top 5, yeah, which is still, I think, who are they playing today? Newcastle. What time's that on? That's a big game. Jesus, there are no
bloody big games, Marv.
No, man, season's still exciting for people like me, for real football, man. Season's still exciting.
Anyway, we got to log this off because it only goes for an hour. We got 2 minutes.
Right, nearly finished. Yeah, all I'm saying is, if Chelsea make Champions League this season, there's a downside they could go on and win it straight. I don't care what anybody says. It's Chelsea, right? Football, 12 o'clock. Newcastle, Chelsea, Man United, West Ham.
Oh, is it Newcastle, Chelsea?
It's Newcastle v Chelsea. That's doing you a big favour.
Oh, that's a good game. That's a good game. That's a good game because they need that. Yeah, that's a good game.
That's games about. And then Man United. I'd rather watch Spurs versus Crystal Palace because I want to see Tottenham edge closer to. Even though they stay up, I want to see Tottenham finish 17th. I want to see Tottenham finish 17th, and then Liverpool. Arsenal,
that's why we need West Ham. That's why we need West Ham to beat United.
Yeah, I want to see.
You know, if West Ham beat United, you know they go above United and Spurs.
Don't say that. But don't say that.
Listen. If they beat, listen. No, those 3 teams, not one of them on 40 points yet, Marv. Yeah. So that's to secure 40
relegation,
today.
bro. That's relegation, isn't it? Yeah, okay. All right, then.
So come on. How can you tell me those 2 skunks have had a better season than Arsenal if they end up finishing 17th and 16th? Marv, piss off.
I hear you, bro, but
we're logging off.
That's the beauty of the game.
Nah.
That's the beauty of the game.
Marv. 19 losses and 16 losses. Come on. I nearly got sucked in.
But that's the beauty of football. That's the beauty of the game. That's why we love the game.
If the relegation teams weren't so bad, Marv, they would be in a dogfight, bro. And Ken Dog's so cocky. He hasn't been here. Oh, is it? I gotta go. The boys
It's time.
Go to sleep. I'm shouting.
All right. Yeah.
We gotta log off anyway.
All right. Peace, bro. Monday night football. Yeah. Monday night.
Yeah. Are you gonna be there, Marv? Yeah. Love.
I'm not. I'll be there.
Okay. Love.
All right. Later.
Be gone.